keep the kids in America. And they live in Israel. It's a problem because it's a steal from the kids.
All right, so we're holding Daf Kuf Yutet some days.
5 lines from the bottom.
5 lines from the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Lishnachir. We're good?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, both.
Again, people think when I get excited, I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm passionate.
Then you're going to know.
I'm a passionate person. That's all.
Nachman Seltzer. Ladies and gentlemen, the famous Nachman Seltzer.
That's all. Passionate beliefs. That's it.
Oh, this is one. Sure.
All right, so we're in the middle of a sugya, Rabbi Say.
I'm calming down. I'm fine. I'm calm.
We're in the middle of a sugya of here.
Really calm.
Is here a handle or here is a shomer?
Super calm.
Your heart, so you're beating as slowly as mine is right now.
Is here a handle or is here a shomer or is here neither of them? What does that mean? You have a piece of hide and you have a here sticking out. Here, H-A-I-R-E-E. My punish spelling.
See, now this is the kid who grew up in Israel. Take him out, come back, and then make a difference.
Okay. So you have a piece of hair, sa'ar, nima. We'll call it nima.
Are we listening?
No e at then. No. We're yes. While you were Lishna Achrina, 5 lines from the bottom. We have 3 ways to learn a machlokes Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish in regard to here. Here, H-A-I-R. Here. Is a here. Yesterday we learned that it's for sure a shomer. It's for sure a protector. Amen. And the machlokes was yesterday. We said the first shot in the machlokes is here a yad? Is it a handle? And we said that according to Rish Lakish, it is a handle if it's many hairs put together. If you can grab onto it. The problem according to Rish Lakish was that one hair, if you try to lift up the hide by one hair, it will fall off, and therefore that's not considered a handle. In order for a handle to be a handle, it has to be able to hold the thing. So Melo, a lot of hairs, yes, one hair not. That's one pshat. That yes, we're talking about, it's a continuation of what we said yesterday. We're talking about a shomer. And I'll prove it to you, the mishum shomer, and I'll prove it to you, the sokadai mishum yad, nima achas lamay chazilo. What could one hair do? I'll tell you what it could do. If it's a lot of hairs, if it's a lot of hairs, just like a lot of hairs from the, where's my thing here? Sorry. This is Malay, this is Mom, it's dirty, somebody stepped on it. Okay. This is Malay, these guys over here. So just like these guys over here, they do something, they could accomplish something. So too, the hair on an animal, if it's a lot of it can accomplish. What was it said about? Here, this is the malai on a shibol. This is a shibol. They themselves become tamei and they metame other things. But these hairs do not combine for the shear of tuma. Each one by itself is nothing, as we tried to demonstrate yesterday, that if you hold this thing by one hair, it might fall apart, but it doesn't. No, it's very strong. But all of them together create a handle. So, what comes out from this, what we just read now? If you just read it like this, and you even look in the art scroll, you might not know pshat. Even if you look in the Mesifta, it doesn't say pshat. And one word, I notice he does bring Rashi, which is a very essential part of the sugya, that according to this Lishna Achrina, Rish Lakish says, in no shape or form does here create a handle. Even a lot of here doesn't create a handle. That's what the second Lashon is trying to be mechadish. What? Rashi dibur mask Lishna Achrina Amrilo, and he starts off, Man detone hach Lishna sovar de harbe omer Rish Lakish nami deloy have yad. Even many hairs, Rish Lakish holds, is not considered a handle, whereas yesterday's pshat was many hairs is a handle, but one hair is not a handle. This Lishna Achrina is coming to be mechadish. Nowhere in the Gemara does it say this chiddush, but that's how Rashi learns it, and that's why it's a Lishna Achrina that Rashi is saying. It has to be something different. What exactly did the Lishna Achrina add? He's adding that a lot of hairs are... Well, I don't know, I'm just guessing. That's why Rashi said it. I have no idea. Anyways, it says, and now a third way to learn the machlokes is completely different. Until now we were saying that a shomer, a hair, is completely a protector. And now we're going to reverse it, and we're going to say, no, a here, according to Rish Lakish, is not a shomer at all. Even many hairs are not a protector. What could it do? So, and then if that's the case, so the same question that Rabbi Yochanan asked on Rish Lakish is going to ask on Rabbi Yochanan. It's going to be the same exact sugya as we had yesterday. I love those sugyas. We could go all the way down at least 20% into the Amud, and we know it already because we said it yesterday. If you have a bone or gravy and sediment, they all combine together with the meat for the shear. Omer Rish Lakish, what can combine with meat to create a shear of tumah? A bone, because a bone is a protector of the marrow. Aval nima lo have a shomer, but here is not a protector, and he's going to explain why. Rabbi Yochanan, because it's a protector of a protector. Where's the hair? The hair is on top of the hide, which is on top of the skin, so it's 2 layers away. 2 layers is not a protector. Rabbi Yochanan Amar, afilu nima nami have a shomer. What?
Are we not going on the hair being through the...
Yeah, that's very good. Good, and that's exactly what the Gemara is going to answer. That's why I said it's a repetition of yesterday's sugya, but in reverse, different man the Amrim. Instead of it's Rabbi Yochanan Shlakish, it's Rish Lakish and Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan Amar afilu nima nami have a shomer, because yesterday Rish Lakish said here is a shomer. Today, on today's daf, Rish Lakish is saying here is not a shomer. How could a hair be a shomer? It's on top of the hide, that's on top of the meat. Says the Gemara, the hair goes through and through the hide, and therefore it's directly above the meat. The hair is directly above the meat and creates a shmira for the meat. So the hair is a shomer. In the same question that we had yesterday. What?
This is according to like the way the Gemara understood.
No, I think so. I think that's how it is today.
I think here.
Where does hair come from? Hair doesn't grow on top of the skin.
Meat. It comes from the meat. It's like in the meat.
No, but it's not on top of the hide.
It's not on top of the hide.
No.
Well, if you open up hide, you find it here. No.
The roots. The roots are they're lower down, somewhere in there.
It's in the hide.
In some level.
I believe the roots are in the meat. You don't never see that.
Like
What?
grass that goes into the grass and its roots.
I know exactly. There's nothing underneath the grass.
I don't know. I tried to look for an answer to your question. I couldn't really find a good picture of the depiction, but I'm sure it's not on the surface. It goes lower down. The question is
at the beginning
okay.
of the hide.
Well, no, there's different layers. There's obviously different layers. Different layers.
Okay.
Fine. Tefillin hechik asvina, but at least for this question, it's a good question. Tefillin hechik asvina. How do we write tefillin? You need hide that doesn't have any holes, and it has the holes of the hair, which are pretty substantial. Says the Gemara, anytime the sofer runs through his kulmas and it doesn't go into a bump, it doesn't fall into the thing, you can't notice it, so it's not considered a hole. And as Rav Schomburg pointed out yesterday at the end of the shear, that the ink actually acts as a sealant. It goes into the pore, seals it as the sofer is going by, so it's not an issue at all. The same question we had yesterday. I'm assuming that the Gemara is asking the question because it says the hair that's opposite of the meat, meaning what does that tell me? If I just read these 2 words, it tells me that we're dealing with a shomer. Because only a shomer do I care about where the meat is.
Here it's on the meat.
Here the shomer has to be directly above the meat, whereas the handle doesn't have to be directly above. It can be even to the side, as long as when I lift the handle up, the rest of the thing comes with me. But the fact that the Gemara says ubasara shekenegde seems like we're talking about a shomer. And you just said, Rish Lakish, that there is no shomer when it comes to here. My lav mishum shomer. So Rabbi Yochanan says, look, it says mefurish that we're talking about a shomer. Says Rish Lakish loy mishum yad. We're talking about a handle. Nima achas l'may chazia. What can I do with one here? You're right. One here by itself is not a handle, but it's many hairs together that create a handle. Wow, that's a tongue twister. What could one single hair on a ear of shiboilas do? You're right. One can't do anything, but when you combine all of them together, they create a handle. And then once you created the handle, then what? then I could isolate one and say, okay, this one just became a conduit for Tumah, either inwards, inbound or outbound. Fine. So we're done with that for now. And we're going into the new sugya. We're going back to the Mishnah. The Mishnah said, Roitiv, those of us who haven't been by the Mishnah, very simple Mishnah. The Mishnah enumerates a few things that can combine with meat in the pot to create a shear. Let's say you need a kibetza shear for Tumah, and the piece of meat that you have is less than a kibetza. I could be mitzarev, the shuman, the whatever's floating on top. We're going to explain what that is. The sediments, the bones, the horns, not just the horn. We said it's the soft part of the horn that has blood. V'chulu v'chulu. Now,
33%.
what? 33% of? Oh yeah. No, not really, because it sticks out a lot on the bottom. I did a quick calculation. I didn't come up with 33. Yeah, but you can't count lines. The bottom lines are much wider.
Words.
Words, 100% words. Yes, please do the calculation while we're learning, because this is a day that you might want to calculate.
Not
Right, Dev. What is this gravy that we're talking about? My Reitev, Omar Rava Shumna. It's the fat that floats to the top. Omar Abaye, what are you talking about? I don't need to be mitzarev fat. There are people that just eat the fat as is. It's food. Food is food. A kibetz of it is enough. What do I have to take that and be mitzarev to meat? It itself is food. What's the big chiddush? Elo chalav de korish. It's some sort of moisture that comes out of the meat. It's not fat. It's just moisture. Now, this moisture, I don't know how to describe it in English. I don't even know what it is. What?
water.
No. Schmaltz is murdik. Schmaltz is food. Fat is it's a. It says by me it says chalav. It's leicho hayoytzem min habasar shekoyim galeria. I don't know what galeria is. It's some sort of moisture that comes out, a sticky kind of moisture. Anyways, no, fat is a problem. Fat we went away from.
He calls it chaylev the karish.
Not fat. You're saying?
He says fat.
No, fat we said is something you eat.
It's leicha.
Agabonim, leicha, right? Leicha is moisture. The Gemara calls it. The Gemara.
He doesn't call it chalav.
But chaylev, you understand the problem with
Yes, I
chaylev.
understand.
Chaylev is a problem, so that's why by me it says chalav.
Okay.
It's the same company, by the way. But yeah, fine. Yeah, no, him and you guys have chaylev, I have chalav. And what does the Arish say? Let's see what what does the Arish say. Chalav or chaylev? Elo chalav de korish. We're holding by a roitev.
Chaylev.
By you
That's
says
3
chaylev?
against 1 so far.
Okay,
It says
fine.
congealed brine.
No, what is it? How does he write the word?
Chala, chaylev, the karish.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
All right,
I lost.
Okay.
I go by the Arish.
Mr.
I go upon him.
Yeah.
So the Gemara says, but this chalav business, this chaylev is congealed. If it's not in congealed form, then it's not mitzdarif. If it's still in its liquid form, not mitzdarif. And here we touch upon what we're going to be learning today. This is the beginning of that sugya of liquid versus solid. Could you take a solid and liquefy it? Can you take a liquid and solidify it? But the Gemara says, I practice that. No, the Gemara says that chaylev has to be solid. It has to congeal on the top. Ma'iri karish, kile karish nami. What's the problem? Why can't it be in the liquid form? Domer shlokish, sir shal gabe yorek. If you have some moisture coming out of a vegetable, mitzdarev like a koseves b'yom kippurim. The shear that you're chayiv misa or chayiv on kares for eating on Yom Kippur is gasa is a very large koseves, a date. So you have a very large date. That's your shear on Yom Kippur. Says the Gemara. So how come when it comes to Yom Kippur I could use the liquid, but when it comes to treif I can't use the liquid? It has to be congealed. Says the Gemara, Yom Kippur is about satiating oneself, feeling good, and not fasting. So, even when I have liquids, Chacham said, this is, each thing, this is going to, I don't know, physically, I'm not fasting right now.
When you take a little bit, it just makes you hungrier. But maybe
Who says it's a little bit? Who said it's a little bit? I don't know how much it is. It's enough to be started. No. Kol over here means anything, not any amount. Kol davar. It's like it's saying kol davar.
branch and chew it and eat it?
But that Chacham didn't say it's going to satiate. It's not going to
He said
satiate
that-
you. This will
Even though it
satiate.
isn't really
Chacham
food.
understood that this will
He's saying
satiate you.
even if it's something that's not really food, he says.
I don't know why, but probably yes.
He explains it, even something which isn't really food.
Right. But
That's what
even
he's saying. That will make.
but no, I'm asked. What about a branch of a tree? What if I chew on dirt?
No, I won't.
'Cause it has to
have
come from
some sort
food.
of food nutrient. in it.
Right.
You can't completely eat a
Okay.
branch.
Exactly.
You can eat a branch of cinnamon.
No, but
That you could eat, and that would be considered food.
better
Because
way
it's a
to
branch.
explain it is
Okay.
that
It has nutrients in it.
Says the Gemara, we got to move. Rabbi
Weiter,
Isaac.
A branch of cinnamon.
Hacha mishum mitzarufeyu. In our sugi, we're talking about combining different foods. Ikorish mitzaref, iloikorish lo mitzaref. So you have to have the same type of food. It has to be the same thing because different different liquid has different shear than solid. It has to be the same form. Says the Gemara, "Vakipa, my kipa." It says in the Mishnah that sediments also are mitzaref to food. What is the skipa? Omaraba pirma. It's the meat sediments that fall to the bottom of the pot. If you take a lot of the sediments from the bottom, you take a whole spoonful, you'll get the whole shear. So of course it should be mitzaref to the meat. El Omar Papa, and that's why Rashi over there said it, and I didn't understand exactly in Tavlin. Omar Papa Tavlin, we're not talking about meat, we're talking about spices. All you need to do is look 2 pages weiter and you understand everything. Tnan Osam. Hikpo es adam ba'acholoi. Okay, so now we're getting into the nitty gritty. The first halacha, very simple. If you have blood that you're not allowed to drink, what if you took it and formed a solid piece of a chunk of blood? Gala.
Germans eat blood sausage.
Blood sausage. 100% you chayiv on it the same way you'd be chayiv on drinking. What if you took a salad, chaylev, that always comes in a salad form, and you liquefied it on the stove, chayiv. I understand that if you take blood, you considered it in your mind as food, so you created food. The Torah says you should eat it and doesn't say anything about drinking it. The rabbi says Hashoisa. So Rashi explains that nefesh mashma kol dobar hamiyashev daitu shel odom va'afilu shoisa. Nefesh means your neshama has enough from it in any way. So once I say this word nefesh means any way, now I have 2 other things called chametz and a nevela tahira of a bird, oif nevela tahira. Also say the word nefesh also means liquid. Tanya nami gabi chametz ki haygavno himchou gmoy. Very interesting. Shleishim yom kodem chag Pesach. If I eat chametz liquefied, if I put chametz I take a bread and put it in a blender, and I create some sort of flour out of it. I don't know if it's mamish whiskey, but okay, even let's go as far as that. I am chayev. No, that's not the opposite of nuksha. So I'm chayev on chametz even in that state. Why? Because it says nefesh. Now, in matzahi, ein adam yoytze b'yidei chavasi b'pesach, and if you took a matzah on Leila Seder, you have problems with your teeth, and you blendered it to a liquid state or whatever, a very not a very fine state, not solid, you're not yoytze. It's not bread.
It's not the growing use case, no?
No.
Take his bread and just put it in water.
Oh, you mean on a daily basis?
Yeah. The growing use take
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
Just put it in water.
Mayim, lechem
I'm
b'mayim.
surprised you don't do this, by the way. I mean, like, as a guy who follows the Torah.
I don't want to tell you what happened. I tried to do a going thing 2 days ago, and my wife thought I literally lost it. She's gonna call it like a psychiatrist on me. No, I'm not gonna start eating my bread with my water. Lechem oini. She literally, I heard her. I'm not joking. I heard her going to the other room, calling my daughter, and so 2 minutes later, my daughter calls me up. So I said, "What's going on? I have 2 little deer here sitting next to me, and I'm petting them. Would you like to see my deer?" She says, Daddy, what's going on? All right.
Okay.
And then I hung up on her, and I hear the phone ringing over there. Kids, it was great. Omer Abaya. I'm not going to say I wasn't wearing my talis at all this, but fine. Lechem oini Omer Rachmana, v'hai lav lechem oini hu. Elo im chometzu onush chorus. Fine. So the bottom line is, I cannot eat matzah liquefied because it's not lechem oini. It says it should be bread. And it's not bread. But chametz, onish kares, achilik sivei, omer shlakish, omakrod nefesh. The rabbi says shoysa. So I have the same ribui says nefesh that I'm over on chametz when it's liquefied. And the same exact thing. We have the amazing chiddush. Every time we read it, it's amazing to think about it. You touch a dead kosher bird, you're not tamei, but if you put it in your throat, you become tamei. What if you liquefied it, you purate it, like in the nursing home, you put it in a blender and you try to drink it, you're also over, you also become tamei. However, there's a nafkimina. Or if you liquefied it on a fire, then you're tamei. Bachama tar, but if you liquefy it in the sun, not. How come you become tamei? It says you should eat it. That's not eating. That's drinking. Nefesh. The rabbi says shoysa. That's disgusting. It's already not food anymore. And you sit in the sun for hours and hours until it becomes liquefied. That's disgusting. Utzrichi. Now, the Gemara goes one by one. I decided to make it a little bit more fun because we're doing drushes. So I did one of these this morning. My nephew helped me out here. I don't know how to do this. Fine. Somehow. What does it say here? Well, we'll use this soon. When it comes two and one, it's going to be mamish gishmak, limudim, unbelievable. If it just would say one place. So what do we have? Chaylev, chometz, nevela, right? We have three things. Chaylev, ches, nun. Chaylev, chometz, nevela. Because of Rachmana Chaylev, if it only said this halacha that liquid is like solid by Chaylev, chometz leyosimine. I would never be able to learn al chometz from it. Shekain lo yoyz leishas kosher. So now the Gemara is only going to try to learn one from one. And as soon as that doesn't work, we're going to go one from two. It's much stronger. Because whatever pircha we have, maybe we're actually using almost the same pirchas, might not apply to two. Shekain lo yoyz leishas kosher. Right? Chometz, a day before Pesach, 5 minutes before Pesach, you're allowed to eat chometz. It had a shasa kosher, it was mutter. So I cannot learn out something so weak that used to be mutter and then became asur from something that was created asur like chaylev. Nevela leyasmine, I cannot learn out nevela from a chaylev, even though nevela also never had nevela had a shasa kosher. Shekain onush karas. Nevela is very chomer. I'm sorry. What?
Why doesn't it also say?
I don't know. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you don't have to come on to it. If the Torah only said chametz, I wouldn't be able to learn chaylev from chametz. Shekain lihutar miklaloi. Chaylev we know is mutter in a chaya, but chametz once Pesach comes, you can never use. There's no way to get out of chametz, but there's a way to get out of chaylev and a chaya. Unevela leyasminei shekain onush kares. Because Rachmana ben nevela hanach lo yasminei. And if it said nevela, so now here I can use this arts and crafts geschmack back to the olden days. It has to go like this, something like this. If I want to learn out nevela from these two, from chaylev and chometz.
Well, first from one.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll go back. Because I'm like a little kid in the Because Rachmana ben nevela, where am I?
Because Rachmana ben nevela hanach leyasimina.
Because Rachmana ben nevela hanach leyasimina. Shekei metamo. Chaylev and chometz are not metamo. Chodem echad leyasi. So I'm stuck. I cannot learn one from one. Teisi chodem etarta. I have to learn two from one. One from two. Hey Teisi, which one are you going to learn? Lo lichte Rachmana ben nevela. Teisi mahanach. Oh. It's a little off, this thing. It should have been a different type of paper. But does it make sense now? I want to learn Avela from these two. So what's the tzad shava? Mal'anach shekain onish chorus. These two guys get chorus. This doesn't. The Torah wouldn't say by chometz. Now I have to turn this off. It's very complicated. But you see, you guys are paying attention now. That's the main thing. So, yeah. Oh, it's a time. If you want to learn how chometz from these two, these two were created You know what? So the answer was nevela. Nevela. The second it was never had chesed kosher. The nevela never had chesed kosher. The animal had a chesed kosher, but nevela not. Interesting. What about chametz? The chametz never had chesed kosher. Ma lahanoch shekein lo yisrael chesed kosher. Lo yilifter rachmana b'chelev. V'teisim chelev from these two guys. Why are you guys looking? You shouldn't be looking.
Charts in one. It's unbelievable.
This chap. Amazing. Baruch Hashem, my nephew is living there, so he doesn't sleep at night.
Should put these
He's
in.
going to sleep soon. He's able to cut them very, very straight.
You're gonna,
What?
you get one of those things from his art school editors,
What?
so that you could
No, this. I give referrals to all. Daf Yomi Magadishir to copy this unbelievable idea. I'm going to leave it for Meir Chen. He is not going to use this. This is Meir Chen will not.
Reality TV show.
I'm more proud of my next chart, by the way. This is okay. So let's not say chaylev, and we'll learn out chaylev from chomet and ola. Okay, so these two guys can never become mutter. Nevila. After an animal dies, I can't do any hocus pocus to make it kosher, and neither can I do a chametz, but chaylev I can. If I go to a deer. A deer's chaylev is mutter. Not in the cow, you're right, but there's another one that's called mutter. Chametz, there's no chametz in the world. No type of chametz that went through Pesach that I could eat. No, that's not chametz. It's not yours. It's not your chametz that went through Pesach. I'm talking about chaylev shudim meklolo. Umayniu, what kind of chaylev are we talking about? Ilay mechaylev behema ligavaya. If you're talking about kachim, nevela nami yishtir melikas oiv ligavaya. Then I have a problem. Then I do have a case of nevela that's mutter for kachim. That's if I take my finger and shove it through the back of a neck of a bird called malika. If I do it outside the Beis Hamikdash, it's a nevela. If I do it inside the Beis Hamikdash, it's called malika. So I was matter in nevela. Shechita, you don't have that. Shechita is always kosher. But putting your thumb through a bird, you're making a nevela, which is mutter in the Beis Hamikdash. Velo chaylev chayid lehedyoid. I'm allowed to eat the chaylev of a deer for individual, not in the Beis Hamikdash. Nevelo nami yishur meliki dechatas oiv lekohanim. I have a situation where a hedyoid, a kohen, could eat nevela. He could eat part of the chatas bird in the Beis Hamikdash. Loilam chaylev chayid lehedyoid udekokasha lekohanim. It's not a good kasha. Kohanim shuchim gavoya kazachu. It's not like it's a heter from them. They're just like slaves eating by the master. It's really mutter takadosh baruch hu kaviyachol, and he lets them eat from it. Says the Gemara. Now we're going to introduce a bunch of other foods that we're going to liquefy. The first one is very, very good. It's geschmack, yummy food. A sheretz. You take a rat and you liquefy it. It's usher to eat it. You're not allowed to use any of their liquids. It's all tamei. It's no good. Lamali ligmar mahani. Why do I need a special pasuk to tell me that a sheretz's liquids are like the salad? Let's learn from these three. Says the Gemara, the bottom line is it's a different shear. If I'm going to learn rat from these three, then it has to be three. And I would need a shear of kazayis by a rat. And the halacha is that it's bikolshu, meaning bikadasha. It's a lentil, which is much less than a kazayis. And then we just reverse it. You are. Chametz? What do you mean? Whatever the shear is, yeah. Yeah, it's a chatzi shear. It might be, you're not over in Misa, you don't get whatever. And so maybe the Torah should just say the rat pasuk, and we'll know these three, and then it's the same thing that we just said a second ago. B'mashu means b'kadasha. So b'kitzer, it's reverse. I can't learn sheretz from them because they're a kazais, and I can't learn them from sheretz because he's a kadasha. Fine. There's more things. Now there's 5-6 more things. Hatevel is fruit.
You can't mix and match. And one or two of those.
I don't know. We're going to mix and match later on, but not a real mix and match. We have here 5 things. One of them is different than all of them. You have tevel, that's fruit that you didn't take meiser from. Trumas and meisers. Ve'chodosh is the new crop, right? Chodosh. Chodosh also ben ha-Torah. Ve'hegdish. This hegdish is different than all of them. Vashvius, and fruit that grows on Shemitah. If you take an apple and you liquefy it, it has the same halacha as an apple that grew on Shemitah, that you planted on Shemitah. V'aklayim is klay hakerem only. Also bahana. So if you liquefy it, whatever comes out of the vineyard, then it has the halacha of the salad. Kulon mashkin ayotzemem kemoison minolon v'chitema ligmer mahanoch. I'm going to learn it out from chametz, chaylev, and avela. Malahanoch shekein iser haba me'elav havu. All these guys, the iser happened by itself. A human didn't get involved here. Once Pesach comes along, everything becomes chametz. Once the animal dies, it becomes an avela. So maybe I shouldn't be able to learn out this list. Now let's clarify that this list also all happens by itself. Besides one guy called Hegdish. Hegdish, was human intervention. He went and he was magdish it. So the Gemara says, you're right, that's all I'm talking about, is that one guy. What do I do with Hegdish? Says the Gemara, Hegdish, Gamrina mi Bikurim. Bikurim is the first fruit from the Shivas Haminim that you bring up to the Beis HaMikdash. Ubikurim gufayu minolon. The Tani Rabbi Yosei, how do you know that if I take Bikurim and I liquefy it, your yoitza, once it comes to the Beis HaMikdash? It says in the pasuk pri atamevi v'atamevi mashke. So, if you live in Bet Shemesh and you want to bring a lot of fruit to the Beis HaMikdash, you have an orange orchard, you could do a trick. Take the oranges and squeeze them out and liquefy them, make them into oranges, put them in bottles, and just carry a case of 1,000 oranges on a bus to Yerushalayim. You can't do that because it says in the Torah, pri. Has to be salad. However, once you are in the Beis HaMikdash and you decide to do the kind of favor, you take out your juicer and you start making juice, then it's okay. Then we don't retroactive say go back home and bring more oranges. Okay.
Not exactly like Hekdesh either, right?
What?
The Korban's not exactly like Hekdesh either.
No, it is. You decided to bring it.
You had to bring it.
Yeah, but you decide which ones.
Hekdesh I didn't have to bring. No, it's the first fruit.
Yeah, but you have 1,000 first fruit and you decided which one's 1,000. It's like Truma. Truma, you're mechuyev to bring Truma, but you decide, I want it from the right side, not from the left side. So you made the decision. Which one is Asur? And in Hegdish, you have 1,000 animals, you bring one. You decided which one should be Hegdish. Chametz, you have you're not a decision maker. Gamrina me bikurim, ubikurim guvayim enolan, the Tanur Rebbe pri atomevi mashko. Hevi anovim udrochon minayin. If you already brought into Beis Hamikdash and then you step on them, you juice them. Talmud lo yimar tovi. So that's how I know that Hegdish also, if you liquefy it, it's like salad. Ikel lemifrach. I cannot learn out Hegdish from Bikur Mali Bikur Shekain to Unun Kriya V'Hanoch. You have to put it on the ground. You have to say some psukim. It's more chomer. If it's more chomer, so the juices have halach like the salad, but Hegdish not. Ela Gomar mit Truma. I learned from Truma also. It's something that you do on your own. So if you do it on your own and the liquid has the same halach as salad, Hegdish also liquid has salad. U'Truma Gufa Menolon the Iskash Bikurim. That's interesting. I only know Truma from Bikurim, but you can't go directly to Bikurim. But you could go directly to Truma. Domamar, u'Truma Yodecha, Elu Bikurim, Mal Truma, Mal Truma, Shekain Chayovim Aleh Misa v'Chaymish. But I can't learn out Hegdish from Truma because there's a problem of Misa and Chaymish. Hegdish also has Chaymish, but it's not forever, Rashi says. There's some sort of pirchei here. Truma has Misa and Chaymish. Says the Gemara, right? Because after Zrika, once you do Zrika, you're not Chayiv on the Chaymish. That's what Rashi says. El Gomer Mitarvayu. So I have to combine two things. Mitruma ubikurim. I'm learning Hegdish from Truma and Bikurim. Mala Truma ubikurim shekain chayovim alei misa v'chaymish. So again, I have Hegdish in the middle, and I'm learning Hegdish here. Maybe I could even go to my chart because I love it so much. We'll start out the chart easy. I'm trying to learn that Hegdish in the center from Truma and Bikurim. This is not really the chart. It's not good what I'm showing you, but okay. Stam to be mamchishit. Says the Gemara, where's my thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry. I can't learn out from these two because these two, Truma and Bikurim, have Misa b'dei Shomayim, and you have to pay an extra fifth if you use it. So now I learn it from Truma plus one over here. this list over here. Rashi says 2, it really means 4. Even Sheret, your pick. Truma, let's chap chaylev as a good example. Truma and chaylev. Oi, mi bikurim v'chad ma'anoch. Or you go to this side, bikurim and chaylev. So let's say truma and chaylev. You're going to say truma is a problem. It's very common because it has misa and a chomesh. Nevela doesn't have misa and a chomesh. Nevela, it was created like that? Truma. So the kids said these two, or these two, it doesn't matter, but it's truma in one of these. And that's how I learn Hagdish. Or you want to go to the left side, learn Hagdish from Bikurim and one of these. That's it. And that's what the Gemara meant. I'm learning from Truma and Bikurim, not literally Truma and Bikurim, Truma or Bikurim with plus. Mamish simple, Rabbi, you know? It could have been like wow, limudim, but it's not.
But
it's
the charts that you brought really opened it up for us.
Did it really? Yeah. I think I see. Put that camera on his face for a second. I don't see sincerity. I don't.
Of course, for us to open seas.
All right, Vadisnan. We're almost done here. Unbelievable. A sugi like this should have taken 2 days. Vadisnan dvash tomorrow in v'yayin tepuchim v'choymis zvaniyos. Choymis zvaniyos is it's these grapes that they're there in the winter. They're not real. It's not the real deal. They never could become real grapes. And you make from them vinegar. Ushar mini berishal truma. How do I know that these all, if they become liquid, they're like the salad? Now we have to stop right here for a second and explain something very important. Midoy Raisa, Rabbi Said, remember this. It's a big side. What do you have to take Trumas and Maestros on Midoy Raisa? Anybody know?
Grapes. Well, it's
Shim Zaminim, olives.
Grains.
What about strawberries in the Merkaz on Friday? Do we have to take Trumas and Maestros? The answer is Midoy Raisa. Only 3 things: Dagon, Tirosh, V'yitzar. No strawberries. So when it comes to liquid, which liquids would be like Truma, Midoy Raisa? Only 2 liquids. As far as I know, there is no wheat, beer, maybe, but no. So it's olive oil and wine. Those are the only 2. The rest, the apple juice, orange juice, is all the abundant stuff. So now let's see inside. What is the machlokes? So now we have a yisoid, a concept. I don't know if we had it in a while, but we have it all over Shas. Doin mina or doin mina vuki basra. Anytime you have Xer Shava, I'm learning A from B. Do I stop at what I learn from, or once I'm in B's territory, then I can chop all sorts of goodies from B? So over here we're learning truma from Bikurim. I'm sure we had it many times. This is not a new concept. It's not like a big Chiddush concept. I'm sure everybody is familiar with it. But the point is, just for Chazara, if I learn A from B, I'm learning Truma from Bikurim. Bikurim is very, very vast. Bikurim is fruits. You bring fruits, 7 minim. Over here, Truma is only 2 minim. It's only wine. So the question is, do I learn from Bikurim just the concept that liquid is like salad, and then I stop there? Or do I continue on and say, well, Bikurim is a lot of fruit, and Memela, all fruit by Truma would also be, liquid would be like salad. We just explained that Midoy Raisa it's not chai. You're right. In the Rabbanan halacha, with Rabbanan who want to do exactly like the Torah, would they say that all liquids would have, in our halacha, that we hold, Rabbanan hold that you have to take Trumas and Maizes from strawberries. Maybe Rabbanan also say that liquid strawberry juice also needs Trumas and Maizes, and if you eat it, you're chayiv, whatever. Midoy Rabbanan. Bedoin mino ubedoin mino vuki basra. That means that you learn from Bikurim, but you stop straight there. That's all you learn. You learn liquid is salad, but you don't go any weiter. But it becomes very interesting, the Gemara says. Because here's what's interesting. Hold on. Here's what's interesting. I'm going to learn Truma from Bikurim, and I say, well, Truma only has 2 fruits, and then I'm going to go backwards to Truma and say, just like Truma only has 2 liquids, so Bikurim also only has 2 liquids. That's a big chiddush. In Doim Minah Vuki Basra.
That goes both ways.
Once I stop and I say only 2 fruits, then I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to do a 180 and take Bikurim back to Truma and say only 2, just like Truma, and not everything. The Rebbe has a sover doi mino mino. I can learn once I learn from Bikurim, learn everything you want from Bikurim. Ma Bikurim mashkin ayotzim mem kemoisan. The main halacha is that liquid is like salad. After nami mashkin ayotzim mem kemoisan. Umino. And once I'm in Bikurim, I open up all the drawers and I take stuff out. Umino ma Bikurim afilu shar minim, all fruit, other minim. After nami afilu shar minim. Very sure savar dumino. That's it. Ma Bikurim mashkin ayotzim mem kemoisan. After mashkin ayotzim mem kemoisan. V'oiki ba'asra. Stop. Don't go any further. Don't take anything else. Ma mashkim the kachim betruma tirash v'yitzar in only wine and olive oil. Midachin eloi af mashkim yitzim mehem kemoizon tirash v'yitzar in midachin eloi. V'hadis nan emevim bikurim mashkel ayotzim and azeisim and anovim. Now we have interesting. Why bikurim that's all fruit? Do you take only a liquid is like salad only in 2 out of the 7?